here into the filters. I put in search volume, and now I'm tying in Helium10 numbers. Search volume between 3,000 and 8,000. I'm putting minimum word count too. And I'm throwing in a Helium10 data point of title density with a maximum of 5. Let's go ahead and see what we see here. All right, I came up with 626 filtered keywords. And let's just take a look at this top one here that came up. Integrated vanity with flip top lighted mirror. Goodness gracious, that is a very specific keyword, right? Well, first of all, I can see some data points here that tells me, hey, this is increasing in search volume 130% in the last month. Now take a look at this. The top 3 ASINs, they had a total click share of 80%, but those products only had a conversion share of 16%, meaning that 80% of the time, people are clicking on these products and then they end up buying another product that wasn't even one of the top 3 clicked on the page. So that to me is a golden potential opportunity to try and figure out, well, what was it about their main image and the price and the title that made somebody click it in the first place? All right, so how can I get those clicks? But then what on that page don't they like, and they're actually picking something else on the page to buy? So that's the one way that you can go ahead and look at brand analytics. There's tons more ways to filter this information. Let's go ahead and talk about that in the next strategy. How to search and filter Amazon brand analytics keywords. Why is this important? How can it make you money? Well, if I am looking into getting into a new niche, or I am just trying to understand what's going on in my niche with my own product or my competitor's product, this is a way that you can find top keywords that you might have been sleeping on, or keywords even before you've started your listing. Helps you find those keywords that is getting sales for your competitors. All right, let's go ahead and jump into how you can do this. We're still in this ABA top search terms tool. I'm going to use it in a way where I'm going to search right here for one of my competitor coffin shelves. All right, so I just went ahead and copied their ASIN and I put it here. And then I could use a lot of different filters here, but I'm just going to go ahead and just look at what the raw data is. And it's showing me if I enter in any ASIN there, it's going to show me for the time frame that I chose what were the keywords that they were one of the top 3 clicked. And then, for example, I could see here they were one of the top 3 clicked for coffin decor. So I might want to look at what was their conversion share. They were one of the top 3 clicked for coffin shelf. And I can zoom into my competitor's product and I can see that for this keyword, they got 23.8% out of all the sales. But my product, I only got 4.8%. So I might want to look into that and figure out what's going on. Another keyword here, goth shelf. My product, let me see, my product is not even showing up here as one of the top 3 clicked. Maybe I'm not even ranked for this keyword goth shelf, but my competitor is getting sales from it. So I can do this one of 2 ways. I can enter in my ASIN or a competitor ASIN or multi-competitors ASIN, or I can enter in a keyword. Like for example, I can enter in coffin. Right. And then basically what's going to be spit out is all of the longer tail keywords that have coffin in it, that has the minimum search volume that I specify in this tool. And then I could maybe get some ideas about what people are searching for that has the word coffin in it. So there's a lot of different ways to use this tool. Remember, this data from brand analytics about top search, this isn't some Helium10 algorithm or some estimate that we're doing. This is coming directly from Amazon. And what the benefit of using it here in Helium10 as opposed to in Seller Central is now I can combine it with some Helium10 unique data points that you don't have in Seller Central, such as the search volume and title density and, the search volume trends and estimated sales and things like that, to really help you understand what's going on with certain keywords and who's getting the most clicks, who's getting the most conversions, and where there might be opportunity for you. How to find competitors for any Amazon product. Why is this important? How can it make you money? Well, if you are trying to research a new niche, you might want to understand like the playing field, right? All right, who are the players in this game? And who do I need to watch out for? Who do I need to research as far as at the keyword level to see where they're getting their sales from? Well, this tool is going to allow you to do that. You just put in any ASIN that has some kind of history. You can't put in something that is a brand new product that's never sold 1 unit at all or is not ranking on any keywords. But if there's a product that has at least a little bit of history, you are going to be able to see the closest linked products to there based on the number of keywords that they are similarly ranked for. In other words, if I'm looking for a coffin shelf, I put in a coffin shelf there, I'm going to see other products that are ranking probably high for the same keywords as that initial coffin shelf, coffin shelf, goth shelf, probably keywords like that. Let me show you how to use that. We're now in a new tool in Helium 10. It's still in black box, and this is the 4th tab. It's called competitor. So make sure to click that and then just put in the ASIN of your own product if you want to look at what's going on in your own product, or any competitor product. Here, I put in one of my competitor coffin shelves, and let's go ahead and see what are the top competitors. Hit search. And now, as you can see, I actually got 179 products. Now you'll notice that it's a default ranked by P index. This P index is kind of like the number of how closely ranked the product is, or how close this product is to the product that I entered in. So the one with the 10, that means it's the product that is ranking for the most similar keywords than any other product on Amazon to whatever product I had put in. And take a look at some of these products. We've got coffin makeup shelves, other regular coffin shelves, but look at this. There's some bat shelves here. You might not have thought that, hey, these bat shelves are competing for the same keywords. In addition, there's some spiderweb shelves that, you might not have even known was a thing. So this is a great tool to understand that, all right, hey, the next step is I need to maybe go to one of Helium 10's keyword research tools like Cerebro and find out what are these keywords that it's ranking for similarly to this product. And I might take one of these other products and start a new black box competitor research. The other way to use this tool is these might be great opportunities to target in your sponsored display or sponsored product campaigns. Like, especially if you're just getting started out and you're like, all right, I want to, target certain keywords or certain products so that my product will show up on their page and hopefully get the sale. So maybe I'm on this page and I get this big list of keywords, but maybe I say, hey, I want to see all of these products, the ones that have less than 50 reviews, right? Or maybe the ones that are priced higher than mine. I'm going to say, hey, show me the ones that are priced over $30, but have less than 50 reviews. And now I'm like, hey, you know what? My product is more appealing than these products. These are the ones I'm going to start a PPC product targeting campaign on. So this is a great tool to, again, do competitor research and get PPC targets for your sponsored display and sponsored product campaigns. How to hyper filter Amazon search results without even being on Amazon. Why is this important? How can it make you money? Well, you might want to do some very detailed research that maybe it's a little bit difficult to filter through if you're just on Amazon, even if you do have the Helium 10 Chrome extension. Well, you can do some hyper filtering actually within Helium 10 so that you really can like narrow down some special targets that you might be looking for your PPC targeting campaigns. So now we are in a new tool that we haven't talked about yet, and this is Black Box Niche. All right, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th product here in Black Box, the 5th tab. So hit niche, and this is really simple, guys. Like this is one of the easiest tools to use. All you have to do is type in a keyword search phrase. Like I'm going to go ahead and put in coffin shelf right here. And this is just like if I was searching on Amazon. The results are going to be very similar to what I would see in Amazon. And here we go. I've got 174 products that have come up. And this is kind of like the ranking that you see here is very similar to what you are going to see on the Amazon search results. But again, I might want to go ahead and do some hyper filtering here. Like, hey, show me the products here where there are less than one seller or less than 2 sellers. Show me the ones that have variations. Show me the ones that don't have variations. So show me the products that have less than 3 images and less than this number of reviews and in this price range. So it's very similar to that last strategy. It really allows me to hyper filter here a certain set of search results so I can choose some competitors that I can go after maybe in my product targeting. This is something very similar to what big companies like Lego told me that they used a few years ago, where they would just like take Amazon search results and just throw them all into a PPC targeting campaign and just see which one would stick. Well, this is a little bit better than just taking all the search results from the first couple of pages. They were actually using the Chrome extension for that, because maybe I don't want to target bat related products, right? There's bat shelves that came up here in the search for coffin shelf. So what I could do is I could use this tool and instantly exclude any product that had the keyword bat in the title. I could say, hey, maybe I only want to see what are the search results of the products that have less than 100 reviews, because my product is new. I've only got 20 reviews and I don't want to be targeting the products that have 1,000 reviews, right? I can do that right here with the click of a button. So again, if you're looking for help with your PPC targeting campaigns and to really hyper focus your search results without having to stumble around on the Amazon page itself, make sure to use Black Box Niche. How to view the history of items frequently bought together with any other Amazon product. Why is this important? How can it make you money? This is one of my favorite features of Black Box, right? Do you guys, first of all, know what frequently bought together is? Let me go ahead and show you, all right? So if you're on any Amazon page that has some sales history and you scroll down a little bit, you'll usually see this section that says frequently bought together. Like, for example, here, I'm looking at my competitor coffin shelf listing and I can see that, hey, this bat-shaped shelf is something people buy together, and this spiderweb shaped shelf is something that people buy together. Now, this is important because for two reasons. Number one, you might want to do some kind of unique bundle later on. Like, I want to put two products together and be unique. Well, instead of guessing what would somebody who buys my product also buy, use Amazon's data. This is literally what this means. Amazon is telling you that, hey, we show a history that people who buy this coffin shelf, they are buying this bat shelf and or this spiderweb shelf at the same time. So theoretically speaking, for those customers at least, if there was a product that had the coffin shelf and the spiderweb shelf together, they probably would buy it just so they can have one product instead of having to add two things to their shopping cart. So that's a way to add potential product line extensions via bundling. Or it could be just a straight product line extension. Like, hey, I'm selling this spooky coffin shelf. What other products are people interested in my niche? Oh, there's a history of people who buy shelves shaped like bats who are the same who are buying coffin shelves. So I might want to go ahead and add that as a product. So another way that this is good is potential product targeting, sponsored display ads, ASIN targeting ads that you would do on Amazon. And here's the reason. If you were to look at products like coffin shelves or collagen peptides, and you look at what products are targeting them in sponsored ads, it's usually the same type of product, which is fine. You know, if I'm selling a coffin shelf, I should be targeting other coffin shelves. But here's the thing. Amazon is telling me that there's an interest in bat shelves, right? So why not be one of the few bat shelves? Or if you have a coffin shelf, why not be one of the few, if only coffin shelves, that is advertising on a bat shelf page, right? So this is another reason why I really like looking at this. Now, I could just go on Amazon every single day and refresh the page and start writing down the ASIN of what I see here. It actually changes sometimes throughout the day. Every other day it might change. That's a very tedious task. There's one way you can do it with Helium10, all right? So take the ASIN from your competitor or even from your product and then paste it into this tool, Black Box Product Targeting. It's the very last tab that you see in Black Box. And all you have to do is paste it into the ASINs, press spacebar, and then go ahead and press search. So let's take a look at what products are frequently bought together with this one. All right, 17 products. You see, Amazon was only showing me 3, but here, if I filter this out for frequently bought together, I see some stickers, some bat-shaped stickers. I see that spiderweb shelf that I saw on the Amazon page. There's that bat shelf. What else do I see here? Another coffin shelf. Oh, wow, look at this. Here's a dream catcher that's shaped like a moon. Here's a coffin-shaped mirror, another kind of bat shelf. So I can see the full history over the last month or two of products that are frequently bought together, 17 of them. Another thing I could use this for is seeing what Amazon is suggesting that people advertise for. Amazon has their own algorithm and say, for any product, Amazon will give you suggestions on what it suggests you advertise for. So if I want to see that, I would just hit the Amazon suggested filter right here. And then if there's anything available in this database, Helium10 is going to show that. That's actually coming from Amazon and shows this. So is this frequently bought together. So this is really, guys, a great method for finding bundling options, finding product line extension ideas, and most importantly, finding PPC product targeting ASINs or sponsored display ASINs that you could target that really could give you a leg up on the competition. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this deep dive into product research. Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this in a place that allows you to make comments. How many of what we went over today have you never used before? I bet you guys, a lot of you have used Black Box products before. How many of you were using that Black Box keywords top 10 filter that I talked about? How many of you were using Black Box Niche? How about this last product targeting tip that I gave you? Guys, every single one of these are different strategies that potentially could make your company money. So if you're not using it, you are potentially leaving money on the table. Now, I believe almost all of these tools are open to platinum and above. Depending on when you're listening to this, one of them, like the brand analytics, might be only available to diamond members. The other gating that we have here, like I said before, is the brand analytics data will only work if you have your Amazon account connected to Helium10, and we can verify that you have brand registry, because that's Amazon terms of service. But other than that, if you've just got a regular platinum account, you've got access